so that we could go to Google I/O and talk about something with the people there. And yeah, that's basically it.
So you actually already launched the website itself. What's it called?
We've abandoned it. It wasn't really a concept, so not going forward with it.
Okay, well, when you had it before, how did you hamster wheel the back end?
Basically, hamster wheeling the back end is just the kind of Steve Blank idea of having a minimum viable product around a concept. So you just create the lowest investment version you can of your concept beforehand to check if there's actually interest in it.
Okay. And at Google I/O, how exactly did you get attention with your company?
Well, I was with Larry, and we were selling pizza to add value to the Google after party. So basically, we went around and brought pizza to a bunch of people who were hungry. So we just decided to get noticed by adding value.
So in a way, you were actually making money by making money. You were selling pizza and making a profit, and at the same time, you were also promoting your company.
Kind of, yeah.
That's.
Anything else?
Any questions for Daniel?
Don't you have like 5 questions? Because I'm totally confused as to what's going on. Were you invited?
Yeah. How many pizzas did you get?
We sold 2 pizzas.
Did you make any money?
We did make money.
How much money?
Around $80.
This is why you have a moleskin, because your iPhone will break down for this, because it just does. You have another question?
Yeah.
How did you crash Google I/O? How did you get in?
I mean, we just walked in. It was an open event. So
Showing up helps.
showing up and adding value, and so you get noticed.
People don't necessarily like, stereotypically people who crash parties, but if you can crash a party and make everyone be having a better time at that party, then it's like a positive crashing. You want that. If you can add value by crashing a party, you can bolster your company's success.
Thanks.
Wait. This goes on for 15 more minutes.
Okay. Any more questions? Yes,
Larry?
Did old people get mad when you were selling them $5 slices of pizza that you paid like $1 for? Did old people get mad at that?
No, old people didn't get mad because all the Google executives were very hungry, so they actually were pretty happy about it. And they actually don't mind talking to you at all. I mean, it's just like with anything, usually people don't mind talking to really motivated young people. So, yeah.
What do you have on the pizzas?
One of them was pepperoni and the other was everything, which was kind of a problem since there were a few vegetarians and vegans. Well, vegans we couldn't really help anymore.
Where did you buy the pizza from?
I don't know, Larry bought it.
I bought it? I did not buy it. You guys. Talking, don't talk about it.
What inspired you to crash that? Did someone?
Well, I knew Larry was going, and so I thought I'd come along. And yeah, seemed like an interesting place to go and meet some very interesting, creative people.
Did you have any reservations about going, even though you didn't really have the product or you didn't feel comfortable with the product?
I definitely had reservations about that. Because I was definitely not confident in the product at all, considering we had launched it about 20 minutes beforehand. But we just kind of used that as a segue to talk to these people.
Wait. Just stop talking for them. That's all I'm saying. Just stop talking.
To talk to these people and kind of start a conversation.
Don't talk.
If you had a real concept, it would have been a lot more interesting.
Oh, and I'm gonna look. If any of you are web designers, we're looking for one more team member.
That's not this presentation.
I don't know. Just,
What? I have a question.
Yeah.
Why am I the only person asking questions? What is your app? And why do you not like it? What is your app?
My app is just-in-time entrepreneurial education, and basically it was just the idea that you text somebody's phone any entrepreneurship-based questions. So how do I pitch to a VC? How do I create a minimum viable product around my concept? And you would get an instant reply, which we came up with that idea in about 30 minutes, an hour. And then I was not really confident in it because I didn't see how it was scalable in any way or able to, I don't see how you would be able to mechanize it. So.
Does your product work right now?
It does work since it just involves text messages and then me searching the answer online or asking one of the professors.
So you actually have functioning.
There is a functioning cell phone.
There's a functioning cell phone. Who has a functioning cell phone?
I actually don't know because it's my sister's.
I memorized his company URL for him.
650-46. www.650-468. And I don't remember what's I wasn't too devoted to the ideas, you can tell.
What is it? 650?
I don't know.
Yeah,
.com, .net?
we took it offline anyways.
.com, .net?
It's offline.
I took screenshots, so that way we did go live.
Any other questions? I think I saw a question back there. At one point.
Thanks.
No.
Why?
Okay, this is what happens when you've got a huge lead, okay, is you don't want to mentor other people who are behind you. And that's why Daniel's like being very shy about his information, because he doesn't want you to be as advanced as he is, which is why Matthias is there asking him questions, because Matthias is, what are you doing, Matthias?
I'm doing csmajorleadgeneration.com as a sister company to Daniel's deceased company.
I'll pay someone to take my company.
I'll pay me.
We'll figure that out afterwards.
Does this have WhatsApp as well?
It doesn't have WhatsApp at the moment, but you could expand into that.
Does it have what?
The free text messaging service. All right, thank you.
No. You don't get to wrap. What other nuggets from the audience? Nuggets that Daniel executed on what night? Thursday?
2 nights ago.
Wednesday. Thursday?
Wednesday.
What other nuggets did you guys get? What other nuggets did you guys get from this pre-zone? What nugget did you get? What nugget did you get from this pre-zone? These guys they've been getting some really good results, which is why they're speaking at this, and the other mentors aren't. So
I don't know if I'd exactly call it good results, but we
definitely, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, you're getting great results. It's fine that you don't want to do it anymore, but at least please explain to, and that's why we're spending this time, so that way any other thing that somebody else did, we as E145 students can also do. So what other methods, anything that you've heard that you can replicate?
How did you combine the complexity of the of the guacamole, where you break it down into all these steps, and the Lulu lemonade, where you take a simple business?
We didn't exactly do that. It was kind of just Lulu lemonade on this one. Anything else?
You sit here long enough, I'll come up with another question.
Yeah.
How did you know that Larry is attending these events?
Larry said it in class. He said he was going to be there between 11:50 and.
Just asked him to join him?
Yeah, we had asked him about it, and he had suggested we maybe come.
Yeah, and it was all over his Twitter as well.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Stop rapping. We don't rap you. I'm kicking so much butt.
It's not shyness, I just don't know what there is to say anymore about this. Yeah.
Did Larry Chang's Twitter feed help your success at all?
It could potentially help your success if you had this really cool concept that people would be excited about. You need to delight in combination with having marketing. So,
As a person who's going to R2D2 what they saw at Google I/O at around 12:15 a.m. The after party was 11:45 to 12:30, pizza and tap water. I witnessed a Google executive who is the head of Google's app platform, business app platform, ask Daniel 5 questions related to his app. Ask 5 questions. Old people, they'll ask you a half a question and they pretend like their cell phone rang or they just leave. They just walk away. That's what old people do. When old people are drunk, they don't care. They'll look to do something else besides talk to a rando person. I witnessed this executive, and not just one executive, 2 executives, love your concept of the app. And I was taking notes because they didn't know who I was. I was taking notes as to what the executive was asking you. And then the executive, you don't remember this part because you don't, but when I started taking notes, the executive literally got on my jock, okay, and loved me because when you do this with an old person, okay, and you whip out the small skin, which is mine, you start taking notes, okay, old people literally start to like get on your jock. And they just love you because nobody ever writes down anything that they say. And because he had a question about his app, which is, do you answer questions differently if the question's coming from India or Palo Alto? And then I was like, huh. Because you can based on the area code, right? So I opened my piece of paper and I started writing it down, and this executive named Jeremy, name just came to me, Jeremy, and I became BFF. Are you yawning at your own success? Seriously? Wow. Other questions for these guys?
Yeah.
What other questions did the executives ask you?
It wasn't actually me who he was talking to. It was Gabrielle.
I have a CNN video of that one guy who taught you to hamster wheel the back end. Did you even ask that question?
I thought he was a different guy.
Yeah, he is a different guy. He's the other executive that left the company, the guy with the $80 million company. Did you ask about hamster wheeling in the back end?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I still don't know. What?
Never read it.
It's just having a very low-powered minimum viable product before you start investing a lot in the company. So just the idea that you don't want to like pour tons of money into something that may not be that good of an idea or have no one who wants it. Just like the business I was.
So in your case, your model was that you'd get texts and the people would receive a reply with advice, and instead, I mean, I guess the end goal of the project was ideally quickly automated, but you hamster wheeled the back end by manually answering those text messages.
We didn't actually answer any questions, and we took it down before we even had a chance to. So.
But theoretically, that would be the idea.
That would be the idea.
That's the new nomenclature, by the way. That's the new nomenclature that I've recognized in the wild, which is you just have your cell phone number as your URL, because that way your cell phone number is the URL, is a conversion tool, is everything, is your Twitter account, because nobody's going to get a Twitter account. Every animal, 9, okay, is taken on Twitter, but your random cell phone number isn't taken on Twitter. And so that's the line of questioning I can help you with, because people are going to be like, that's the worst URL ever. And then you will be able to talk these old people in Silicon Valley through it, because old people are always looking for the new next awesome thing. And your cell phone number, okay, this will not work next year, because every animal 9 and Radian 6, okay, I started that nomenclature as well, because all the other URLs are gone. IMG, what are you laughing for?
I'm sorry.
IMG was a 3-letter URL, okay? I couldn't start a company in 1950, but Mark McCormick did, my mentor. And then 4 letters, those are gone. 5 letters, those are gone. Well, guess what's not gone? Your cell phone number. So hamster wheel back end. So what is that? So what is that?
I just explained it, but it's having a viable product concept that you have in a very low-powered way, so you don't have to invest a lot in it before you know what you're doing.
That will absolutely help you guys move to the bell curve to the right. Is having a product that is launched. And Daniel went from idea to launch in under 12 hours.
About 45 minutes, yeah.
45 minutes. 45 minutes. Startup weekend, okay? Let's do startup hour. Oh my god. We just launched another thing. Startup hour. Startup hour when the weekend is way too long.
Died just.
Let me write these down. Startup hour. That's patented Larry Chain Incorporated. To be reused only by E145 kids.
Can we finish, Larry, or do you have any more questions? Yeah.
This goes on for 15 more minutes.
How much did the URL cost?
About $17 2 months. I think I'm done, Larry, but thanks.